Hey Adventure Girls, it's Senki here, creator of Adventure Girls and of course Why She Adventures. And today I just want to talk about that I never would have guessed this 12 months ago. So the reason this got sparked is because my very good friend here on Facebook, I don't know if you can quite see it with the lighting. Anyway, there's a post here that's just been put up on Facebook. It's a memory. My good friend Deb has tagged me in a memory that was 12 months ago. And the reason I say this is 12 months ago, I was travelling, today, I was in Kinloch up in the North Island, and I was travelling back up to Auckland, and I was getting ready to head off over to Bali, and then from there I ended up moving to Christchurch, and here I am 12 months later. But I never guessed what would have unfolded over that 12 months. And the reason that I want to talk into this space a little bit today is because we just never know what's in store for us in the future. So we can set a game plan and we can take the steps and the actions to get us towards that. But it's like there is only a certain level of guarantee in life. You can set the best game plan. You can put your dreams and your goals out there and you can take action towards them, but there's still no guarantees that things will unfold the way that you think they should, because life never unfolds the way you think it should. It always unfolds the way that it does. So it's really interesting just having a look at this photo, and it just makes me smile because we're laughing and I can actually remember the very moment and what made us laugh, but that's a whole nother share in itself. But whatever it is that you want to create in your life, like no matter how big the dream or the goal or whatever that is I want you to know that you can actually make it happen, even though there may not be any guarantees how long we're around for, what will happen along the way, and what the journey will be. But if you are committed to whatever it is that you want to create, you'll find a way to make that happen. So when I moved down to Christchurch, I still had Adventure Girls that was operating up in Auckland. So we were still running adventures up there, but I didn't know what I wanted that to look like when I moved to Christchurch. I didn't know, do I want to be running adventures up there? Do I want to be running adventures in Christchurch? And all I knew that was that my big overarching goal for everything was to get more women out outdoors doing cool shit. Like that has literally been the mantra that I have been let's say journaling into, leaning into, like digging around and like how do I want that to be and what do I want that to do. So it's like if there's something that you want to create, whatever that is, if you've got an overarching kind of goal or direction, or let's say a feeling that you want from the end of that, like hold that in your attention and move towards that, because you just never know where you'll be in 12 months time. But if you don't take any action and you don't set a goal or a direction, or just fucking start on whatever it is that you want to create, then in 12 months you'll just be where you were. So if I hadn't just moved to Christchurch, I wouldn't be where the business wouldn't be where it is, and it wouldn't have taken on the new shape that it has. Life would be really different because I'd still be in Auckland, and it's not the difference between being in Auckland and Christchurch. There is something about when you shift locations that creates new fresh energy, but what came with that is just the ability to be able to be open to creating something new and not being tied into who I thought I had to be when I was being in Auckland. So if you have a goal that you want to create, but you're not quite clear on it, you will have some sort of vision of what you want to be creating. So you'll know that, for me it was getting more women outdoors doing cool shit. And I knew that I didn't want it to be like what Adventure Girls was up in Auckland in terms of actually running adventures in the weekends, because I wanted to get my weekends back. But the rest of the vision I wasn't really clear on. So I just started journaling into that daily and asking really good questions, because if you get stuck on the questions of, I think it's a big Tony Robbins quote, and there's probably a shit ton of other people that quote on this stuff that talk about the quality of your life reflects the quality of the questions. If you're asking yourself, why is my life so shit? Why can I not get out and do stuff? That's what you're going to get. Like, that is what you're going to focus on, and that is what you're going to see, and your brain will automatically filter it. They call it your reticular activating system. And what it is, you know, when you buy, let's say you buy a new bike or a new pair of shoes or a new car or something, suddenly everyone has that because it's at the forefront of your mind. So if you're asking yourself questions that are going to be putting you in a frame of mind that's not going to open possibility, like it's going to close things off, like, why is my life so shit? Why can I not get fit? You know, then it will go and search for all the evidence to show you that. So the quality of the questions that you ask will actually help move you forward in whatever it is that you want in life. Now, when I say whatever you want in life, it doesn't have to be like quitting your day job and starting a business. It might just be that you just want to have a little bit more fun and adventure in your life. And, you know, that's the sort of stuff that lights you up. Or you've always wanted to go and do the Tongariro crossing. You know, just little like things like that, that what I call are your happy tank topper-uppers. You can quote me on that. Topper-uppers. So they're the things that fill your happy tank up. And that's what we want in our lives. Like a fuck ton more of that. Because like life is meant to be exciting and juicy and challenging and full of growth. So whatever it is that you want to create, whatever that thing is that you want to go for, even if you're not clear on it completely, start with what you know so far. And then give yourself really good questions to ask to be able to create the opportunity to explore. Journal about it regularly, and then do some actual practical actions to get that thing that you want underway. So, like I said, whether it's going and doing an adventure, whether it is just creating more fun and adventure in your life, then totally allow yourself to do that. So hopefully you hear something really juicy in that for yourself. I'd love to know what your biggest takeaway is and what you are hearing for yourself in this, because I'm sure there's some little things that are going, oh yeah, Senka, I have been asking myself some questions that are particularly useful. So comment below, let me know what is coming up for you when you watch this video, and I will see you ladies. If you haven't already joined in the Adventure Girls Why She Adventures interview series or conversation series, jump on into that. We've got 14 amazing ladies from across New Zealand who have done some amazing stuff, and they're just everyday women who are putting themselves out there and making a choice to do something that challenges them. So it's super inspiring. There's some real practical stuff in amongst the interviews or the conversations, and it will just give you some more insights and that maybe that little bit of inspiration and motivation to do the thing that that adventure that you've always wanted to go and do. So here's to getting more ladies out doing some cool shit, and I will see you on an adventure. Ka kite.